Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I posted a video. I just got back. Recently, I was on vacation. I took a cruise. I went out to some wonderful spots and everything. I stopped in wonderful island of Puerto Rico and San Juan, which is like my second home. Went to St. Croix as well as I went to Grand Turk. Um, had a wonderful time out there. Um, Also, being around a lot of people, of course, I did become under the weather and got sick and everything. So I spent half of my time on that boat. Yeah, just not feeling good, running a fever and everything else. So it was some good parts, and there was unfortunately there was some bad parts to it, but all in all, it was a great vacation. Spending time with the wife and everything. I got to you know, meet a lot of different people, a lot of different backgrounds and stuff like that. I didn't really do any. I should have. I should have did some interviewing because I was talking to people about different business opportunities and other people's job fields that they're currently in and stuff. I met some very wealthy people. Um, Enlightening information that was given to me gave me some things to think about and things I'm probably going to start sharing with you guys on this video and moving forward. Like I said, it gave me some things to think about as I prepare myself to get out of this truck and move on to bigger, better things. um, Trying to think about the direction I'm trying to go into while I am on my pathway towards getting financial freedom and enjoying the lifestyle that I like to live. I met a lot of people that were are actually permanent cruisers that cruise, get on one ship and jump to the next one, and which I find very fascinating. You know, we were 7 days on a cruise ship with we was on Carnival Valencia, which is a newer one that I've never been on before, which is one that's based out of Italy. Well, was originally in Italy, but they brought it over this way. I guess it didn't work out. I don't really know the details, but I heard little stuff like that. But nice ship, awesome staff. Food was amazing. You know, I didn't do too much of the buffets and stuff like that. I did a lot of went to the dinners to be serviced. It's also they have um, like for the breakfast portion, they have like a brunch where they serve you and everything, and I like that aspect. I like to be, if I'm on vacation, I'd rather not be standing in a line waiting to get food. You know, although there was occasions where I got pizza and little things like that, but otherwise I was sitting down at the table, being served, and that's what you pay for. So get the fullness out of everything. Um, in particular, I met a family, a couple, an older couple, was telling me about their son and their and what he's currently doing, what he's been doing for a very while now, for a good long time. He was telling me about a business about health insurance, and I never thought about health insurance before. I thought about life insurance. Selling that, and as well as getting life insurance for myself. And this gentleman was telling me about how his son was doing, health insurance, and he got into it really early, and he went head first and put a lot of time and effort into it. A lot of years, a lot of long hours, um, and days that he puts in throughout the week, and he became successful. He was able to buy himself a house on the water and get himself a boat. Talking the same kind of language I'm totally into. I definitely want my own boat. And I want to be able to sail the world and see multiple different countries and everything. So He was definitely talking my language, and the money aspect. You know, everything. Not every business is for everyone. It's sales. I used to do sales before. I've done different things. I've sold timeshare, sold cell phones, um, even sold windows and doors and things like that. So I got a fair background when it comes to sales. Um, but each profession is a whole different beast on its own, and you got to learn how to. I've been out of the game for a while, so you gotta reinvent yourself. You gotta get your knowledge base back up again, and be able to be a person, a people person, you know, which I love to talk. But when it comes down to sales, you got to get down to it. You got to get to the root of everything. You got to be able to reach out to the person that you're talking to, and you got to hit their pain points. And you got to. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work when it comes to that kind of job. You know, and I sit back and I think about what I would need to do if I was ever to go in that direction. One, it's 100% commission based job. So you have to think about the fact of the matter is that you may not get sales right away in the very beginning because you're in a training stage of everything. So you got to be well prepared for that. If I'm going to leave my current job, I definitely want to have money saved up in my bank account so that I can sustain for X amount of time, whether it be 3 to 6 months. 6 months would be desirable. You know, have 6 months of income and to work on a new business venture. That would be the best way of going about things. You can always you can go about the harder way and and leave your job and then jump into something else and then hoping that things pan out for you. Well, you don't want to hope and pan out for you because things can go left and go sideways real quick, and you can put yourself as well as your family into financial hardship, and it's not the name of the game. The game is about winning, and being on top of everything and not falling short. You know, whether you have a house or an apartment, you got rent, you got a mortgage, you got to think about all those things ahead of time. Especially if you're thinking about going in a direction like that. But I'm thinking about that, and putting all those pieces in, together, because I definitely can't see myself being in truck. I'm time away from my wife and my family. It's just definitely not something that I'm enjoying. You know, yeah, I'm able to take care of my finances and and take care of my household, but I can't enjoy the fruits of my labor. I'm only exchanging dollars for time right now and losing my time away from my family, and that's I'm sure nobody wants to go through that type of experience. Every trucker, you know, if you're a single person, then yeah, you know, you don't really have anything to lose, or you're not losing anything at all. But if you got a family, you're taking a lot of time away, you're missing everything. You really are. And then, not to mention your health. You can't really address your health the way you want to. You want to, if you want to maintain physical fitness and everything else, it's kind of hard doing that while you're in the truck. You can get out and do certain things, you can eat certain things, but still, all in all, you're not at 100%, and you're gonna fall short on certain aspects of that. So definitely want to plan if you are thinking about getting out of the truck, and or if you're not even a truck driver, you're in some other profession and you're thinking about something that's going to be able to be life changing for you. You got to be able to prepare yourself for it, and you know in all aspects, finances, health, everything. So with that being said, I'm definitely taking measures. It's going to be a slow process. I gotta study, so that I can, take my, get my license, to sell insurance. And as well as I want to save up my bank account so I can take care of those things and not be in a financial hardship. So it's going to be a little bit more of a sacrifice that I'm going to need to make for myself if that's the direction I need to go into, in which I am considering that if, one way or another, I'm going to get out of this bad boy and move on to bigger and better things. You know, um, some things I got to experience while I was on my cruise. Like when I was in San Juan. Like I said, that's like my second home. I got in-laws that live out there, and I basically have a whole home out there. And it would be nice to be able to live out there and sustain. But as far as a truck driver is concerned, an American truck driver, going out there driving truck, I looked up, job professions out there, and it's non-existent, or it's just not paying enough. It's not making any sense. Um, would be nice, to get to the level with my YouTube channel, which that'll be all coming at a later time. But to get my YouTube channel to where I'm able to start making income from it, and then I can sustain living out there and enjoy life in the Caribbean and just have a beautiful life. So these are goals that are set in stone for me. That things that I'm planning for. But everything is to get to that goal, to get to that freedom lifestyle, and it's going to take preparation. It's going to take time, and as long as I'm focused, and as long as you are focused, and whatever goal that you have set for yourself, where you see yourself in 5-10 years, you know as you're getting later on in life, you're thinking about retirement and everything else. So you got to be in preparation at all times at this point. Even if you're a younger person, you may not be thinking about the end goal. You may not be thinking about retirement, but you really should be thinking about it, because time's going to creep up on you, and before you know it, you're going to be at a certain age, and you'll be like, I'm still doing this, I'm still doing that, and I still ain't got things figured out. And do I want to, do you want to be working for the rest of your life? Do you want to be waiting on a social security that may not even be there for you? Which I've been hearing that for years, but at this point right now, it's still available, but may not be when I get to that time period. And do I want to wait till my social security, to the age of my social security, so I can start taking advantage of that in order to live my life? No. So I want to, prepare myself well before that, and start enjoying retirement life at an earlier age. And I'm sure a lot of people out here might be in the same situation as me and feel the same way as I do. So I'm making necessary strides in order to achieve that, and you should too. Um, I really think that potentially, getting in the health insurance business can definitely get me to that direction. I love to talk. I don't sound like someone that is uneducated. I definitely am educated, and I have the necessary skills in order to hone in on that craft and be a master at it. All it's going to take is the effort. Put the effort, the patience in, and the time, and I'm gonna get what I need to get to. So I'm gonna put that on my list of things to prepare myself for. And yeah, I talked to another thing. I talked to another gentleman where I was considering, like, down here in the South area, grocery stores down here. One of the major grocery stores down here is called Publix, and you know I was looking into driving for them, locally. But of course, with Publix, you got to be working within their warehouse or within the company first before they give you a driving job with them. It's sort of like UPS does. And it's a little discouraging. When I first heard about that, it really was, like I said, it was discouraging to hear that news. But I was talking to another gentleman while I was on a cruise ship, and he was telling me some interesting things that I didn't wasn't aware of. Gave me some things to think about. And he explained to me that, like, he knew he had quite a few friends who actually worked for Publix, and they started off in the warehouse, and they did their their work with that, and some of them stayed in the warehouse, and some of them did move on to truck driving positions. But during that time period, Publix has a really good pay scale as far as, like, they offer stocks. They also offer, they pay you stocks for the company of Publix as well. And you know company keeps going up in value and everything like that. And he has quite a few of them that actually became millionaires and are still working for Publix. So that was another thought that went through my mind there, and things to think about. My current company I work for right now doesn't offer anything really good as far as, they offer benefits, but I don't need that. My wife supplies that for me. 401k, it's okay, but as far as stocks with the business, it's not that big of a business in order for it to, they don't offer that anyway. But and it's not something that I see they'll be doing in the future anytime soon anyway. So yeah, definitely, if you're going to look at different job opportunities, you definitely want to get with a company that has a real good standing and has stock options, and different things that are going to help you get to your goal. you know it's all about increasing your value, increasing your finances, so that you can win. Um, so it gave me some things to think about. People that I met, was really, as well as I had a great time on my trip. It was definitely informative, definitely eye-opening and enlightening. So there was a lot of great benefits towards taking my vacation, and I appreciate all of it. And I appreciate the people that I met and new acquaintances, and you know took advantage of all those things, and putting that towards bettering my future. I'm going to eventually upload some videos, some footage of my trip and everything, and just wanted to get on here and put something up here because it's been a while since I've been on here talking to you guys. So, oh, also, I did I did get my magnet signs, my advertising signs, and I actually have them on my truck right now. Really happy about that. That came in just in time, right before my vacation was over, so I was able to get that and take that with me. And next thing I'm gonna get is my shirts. In the process of getting those, so that everything helps, goes toward, everything counts, and as well as, you got to get your name out there. And since I've had my sign up, people have came up to me like, "Oh, you're a YouTuber," and I'm like, "Yeah." You got to get your name out there. You got people that know who you are. As well as the channel is going to do what it does as far as the algorithm and everything. You can do your diligence, and I'm not say diligence. You can do your put your effort in, as well as promoting yourself. You can promote yourself on your various other um, platforms, Facebook, Instagram, all those things, as well as when you're out here going across, passing thousands of people on a daily basis. That's all free advertising for myself. And hopefully that'll I know it will, man. This It's not even really a hope. It's just a matter of time that'll pan out and give me some more valued watchers, that are, you know, inspiring. Maybe they're inspiring for their YouTube, and you know, maybe I might help them in their process too. So it all works to the greater good. Um, Other than that, that's my little bit for today. I appreciate you guys, and I hope this video was valuable to you, you know, and you did get some benefits from it. And if you are, you know, an aspiring person, an aspiring YouTuber, or as well as aspiring person that's looking to get into the business of health insurance, you know, the opportunity is there. There's a lot of money to be made, and you have to be open minded, and you also got to be well prepared for everything. You just don't want to jump in head first. You know, like I said, you know, be prepared on every aspect. And I thank you guys for your time. Leave a thumbs up. New subscribers, subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care and have a good one. Peace.